Bottom side spawn of Summit. This is going to be going over the more aggressive game plan, where we're actually going to push into the center building, into 2 building, and hold from that far up. In order to do this, obviously we're going to have to clear the map at the beginning of the game, as when we come into 2 building, they're going to be coming in as well. So this will require a clear, and we'll probably come up with a more efficient way to do it eventually. But I'll just go over finalized positions, and maybe I'll have another video come out soon with, an efficient way to clear the map. But pretty much what we're going to do is we're going to have the right side or cliffside player. He's going to play in a manner in which he can't he's going to stop the enemy from using this entrance, coming behind us and getting to the center. So he can play that however he wants to, really. I mean, you can play from here, farther back if you want to. Doesn't really matter. I would play as Rune when you do play this position, so you can do stuff such as that. You can grapple over the place, play from different positions, change it up. You're going to have a lot of freedom on where to play over here, as you won't need to worry about the building or anybody coming behind you. You're going to have a lot of different options. However, you are going to be alone most of the game. There will be a utility player that might be able to help you out from time to time, but you're going to be on your own over here. Your sole job really is to hold the right side and make sure that they cannot use the staircase there and come up behind us, though, and flank our center players. So that's the right side. The center of the map, obviously, we have to clear this building, but once it's cleared, what it comes down to is we're going to have a top center player who obviously is responsible for cutting off this doorway, the top doorway leading into the building. And then there will be a bottom center building or bottom building player who will be responsible for making sure that the other team can't come through the bottom entrance and get lost into the the center of the map, into the building. So that's 2 players right there. As far as how we're going to control the left side, we're simply going to have a kind of more defensive approach. 1 player playing this side, most likely going to be Torque, so he can use his shield. So he can, place his shield here or something and just hold down this entire side. If you want to play a little more aggressive and kind of come up here at times, you can do that. Just be aware that you're going to be the only player over here, so you have to find a way in which you can efficiently hold this down. We do have that bottom building player, so you don't have to feel like you need to keep the enemy from getting into this area or from escaping into the building. You can play it more defensive if you have to. If you want to play it as far back as, back here, and I actually found this angle earlier, where, you're going to win your gunfight every time here. If you're a good player, they come around the corner, you're going to light them up. So play it however defensively you need to do it in order to just stay efficient and stay up. You can also play from back here. This is another good angle I found as well. And just light them up when they come around the corner, just shoot them right through the stairs. The reason we're able to do that is because we're going to have a balcony player. So the balcony player is responsible for shooting anybody, obviously trying to use the balcony up here to, flank our building player. So the main thing you got to worry about, obviously, is right here. Any player is able to jump up here and utilize this way. So your main focus should probably be focused on right here. However, there are other ways for them to get up here. I believe you can actually, you can vault the wall right there as well. And then if you're Rune, obviously, they're going to be able to grapple from, anywhere really. So it could be right here and then end up grappling up. So this is going to be a little tricky to kind of lock down, figure out how you want to do it. I think playing from right here might seem too simple, but might be the best way to do it. And obviously focus more on the broken railing there, and when they come up, you just light them up. You're going to have to work together with your left player to kind of know how far up he is, to know where the threats can come from. Because if he's playing from, let's say, up here somewhere, you know that they're not going to start coming up the railing right here. However, if he's playing as far back defensively as we talked about from like the staircase, now having guys come out here might be a threat that you got to worry about. So this will not be the easiest position ever to play, but I think one that we can manage pretty. It's going to be manageable, I guess. So To kind of review that, you have your left player, one balcony player, where I'm at right now. You're going to have your 2 players in the building, center of the building, watching the top and bottom entrance below me here. And then you have your right player, which leaves us with 1 utility player who, or utility or Overwatch player who will basically get filled and help out where things are getting heated. I think most of the match, or most of the time, we can have him play from up here, and he can go from shooting center, helping top center, he can fill bottom building. So those are easy fills, top building, bottom building. He can even fill for balcony as well, especially if he's playing as Rune. You can simply grapple over, and now you're over here playing and filling for balcony. So that's why our Overwatch or utility player will play as Rune. He can move around the map quickly. He can also get to the right side as well very quickly from up here. Obviously, let's try to. Obviously, all he has to do is really turn here, and now he can cover the right side as well. And if you want to simply take over the right side, you can come over here. Lots of options. So that's why we're going to have our utility player play as Rune. To make the correct fills, this is the most efficient way that I found to do that. Obviously, if your right goes down, the cliffside player goes down, you can simply come on over here and look this way. You could also drop down and probably play here. This might be safer considering when you're up top there. I'm not sure if you guys saw that, but you're kind of exposed to top building most of the match if you're playing up here. The only way to really get out of the way is to come all the way over here, but again, there's still a sliver they can see you from. So if you're going to fill right, I would simply drop down and play back here. Maybe you can come down the stairs. If you have to fill either top or bottom building, what I suggest doing, if you're up here, you grapple across, and now you're in a position in where you can play top building, you can play bottom building, you can play both if you really have to. Obviously not ideal, but you can do it. So you're going to have to utilize that grapple to get around the map quickly, basically. The only fill you can't make as the utility player is if the left player goes down. And I'll kind of demonstrate why. If, let's say our left player is playing from, let's say he's playing from the barrels back here, and this guy gets eliminated. There's no way that utility player inside the building could get over here efficiently and quickly enough to stop that flow of players coming down our right side or our left side at that point. So what we're going to do is we're going to have the balcony player up top make the fill. So for instance, if I was playing right here, my left player went down, I could come over and I could fill this way if I want. Probably be safer to honestly though just back up, go to the stairs, play right here, and now you have left position filled. Now in order to fill for the balcony player moving out of position, that's where your utility player would come to play, and then he would make his move to fill that. For instance, making that grapple like I showed earlier over here still allows me to cover for balcony for the most part, especially if they come up the broken railing. So with that being said, that's pretty much it. Obviously this game plan will evolve a little bit more as we play it. But just as a review, you got the one right player on the cliffside, 2 players in the center of the map, one focusing on the bottom, one focusing on the top, and then you have the balcony player, and then the left player. So, lots of different ways to play this map. For instance, you're playing bottom building, you can play here, you can play back here, you can play here. Lots and lots and lots and lots of different options to play in here. The biggest issue, not really issue, but the biggest challenge on this map will be, as far as playing it offensively, is going to be the clear at the beginning of the game. But again, we'll come up with something to kind of do that efficiently. So with that being said, that's it on this one. We'll catch you on the next video.